Assalamu alaikum and welcome to lesson 1 of Learn Urdu using English phonics. This is a full English explanation for learners who want to study Urdu as a foreign language. Let's begin by understanding how we will move forward. Okay, I have got on my screen this chart over here. You can see it's a very short explanation. We'll use the English as a base for our phonics. That will be our gateway. Okay. So if you understand English phonics, that's great. If you don't understand, just don't worry. Even then you'll be able to read Urdu. Okay, wherever we'll not find any sound code over there into the English phonics, we'll directly jump to Urdu new sound codes and we'll tell you how the new sound code work. Then this Urdu reading, you can easily now from the reading we can go to the Urdu speaking and Urdu writing. We already have got a Urdu writing plan with us. Those who are interested will also share. So let's proceed to formally open the lesson. Okay, we are on to our we'll be starting our lesson formally. Okay, it says learn Urdu using English phonics. This is a full English explanation for our English audience. Okay, and this is the lesson number 1. Okay, now English phonics mean that we'll be using too much of the English phonics sounds. If you already know them, then it will be very easy for you to learn Urdu. If you don't know, even then you will be it will be very easy for you to learn Urdu. Why? Because we'll be using the very easy methodology. Okay, Urdu. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now I have got on my right hand side on the screen, these are some alphabet. This is an alphabet of Urdu, this is an alphabet, this is another, this is this. So I have got 5 alphabets. Okay, if you observe, they are almost similar in structure, isn't it? Okay, so I'll explain later. So these are 5 are the consonants on the right hand side, and on the left hand side I have got the first Urdu vowel. Okay, so we'll be doing a CVC blending. Consonant, vowel, consonant. That's the same concept there in the English. Okay, so these are my consonants and this is my vowel. So this is the bare minimal alphabetical sound you should be knowing to start reading immediately. Okay, one important thing that in Urdu we have we always start from the right. Okay, we start from the right and not from the left. How can you remember this? Okay, you can remember it that we write with the right hand. Most of us, almost 95, 96, 97%. We eat with the right hand. We play tennis with the right hand. Even if we have to ask a question, we ask with the right hand. Okay, so this is my writing. I have written over here. So we do all these activities with right hand. So we start from the right hand. So in English we start writing from the left hand side, but in Urdu we start writing from the right hand side. So from this picture you can always connect your brain that we always do all the activity in Urdu from the right hand side. Therefore you are finding all my these alphabets on the right hand side. Okay, and this vowel on the left hand side. Okay, now I'll be showing you the alphabetical chart of Urdu. Okay, so this is my alphabetical chart of Urdu. It starts from the right hand side. So this is the first alphabet, and then we go something like this, right to left, then from right to left, then from right to left, right to left. Okay, the second page, starting from right to left, starting from right to left, right to left. So these are all 37 alphabets. Okay, and we will not be using the alphabetical order. Okay, so we have got over here, this is an alphabetical order. Okay, so so we are right now, I'll be introducing you this family. Okay, this is the family. They are similar in structure. So we'll be starting from this, so that we basically are targeting the words where we'll start reading immediately. Okay, so on this I have got this family over here. So let me introduce you this family. Okay, in detail, how does it work? Okay, in Urdu we use the half shapes and full shapes. Okay, this is the first consonant of the Urdu alphabet. Okay, so it's a full shape over here. So we also have a half shape. Okay, it exactly works like the same manner. In English we have got a capital letter and a small letter. In English, Urdu, we have got a full shape and a half shape. Okay, so let me move on next to the next page. Okay, over here I'll explain you the structure of this alphabet and also introduce the half shape. Okay, if you closely look at this, if you ignore this dot, and if you closely look at this, its shape, it's more like a boat. Okay, it's more like a boat. Okay, so how do we write it in journal? We write it like this. Okay, so we like it like this. It's more like a boat, and we put a dot underneath. Okay, so this is the first alphabet of Urdu we'll be starting. That's known as it sounds b. Okay, in English you can map is with the phonic sound of b. Okay, so that's how we write it. Okay, how do we go about with the half shape? Okay, the half shape goes something like this, that when we'll be writing it over, we'll stop over there. You see, you understand that there is no portion of this written over here. We'll just cut the half shape and take the dot inside. Okay, so how we'll be writing it over here? That will be ba. It's not the full, so that will be ba. Okay, the full you will write like this ba, and the half you will say. We'll say it a full shape and we'll say it a half shape. Okay, when a half shape and a full shape are used, you'll get used to it. But generally you can think, when we live in a family, we always have to sacrifice, so we are half, we are not full, hai na? And when we are alone, we are always full. So whenever we'll be writing a combined writing in Urdu, so we'll use the half shape. So when we'll use the full shape when we will not combine. Okay, so you'll come to understand it later. Okay, so I have mapped the first alphabet bo with the sound, and I'll write the half shape over here. Okay, since we do not have a software in Urdu that we can write the half shape, so I have to rely on this, and you have to get adjust to it, and you will adjust with it. Okay, now we have got the next alphabet of the Urdu. Okay, now we say it is a, you will observe that all their structure is almost the same. You have got a boat over there with a dot down, 3 dot down, and something up, and something up, 2 dots up and 3 dots up, but their shape is always the same. It's a boat like shape. Okay, so over here we have got the second alphabet. So I've already told you how do we write it. Okay, now let's look into its half shape. The half shape something like this. Okay, something like so. Cut it from here and take into account all the dots. Okay, and what's the phonetic code for this? The phonetic code, English phonics code or phonetic code is pa. Okay, so this is ba and this is pa. Okay, I'm writing again so that you get used to it. Okay, we are not using the alphabetical order. I already showed you the chart, so I have shown you the chart. So we are not using alphabetical order. We'll be going in a manner where it's very easy for us to learn. Okay, now we have got a new alphabet over here. So it half shape goes something like this. Okay, what's over there on the top of it? You can understand it's a small b is written like this, but over here we write it something like this. Okay, so it's almost the b. Okay, but we start from so we go something like this. Okay, so it's written like this and that. Okay, so it's something written like this. So that's the half shape. So let's give you a closer look to this. Okay, how do we write this one? Why? Because at some point of time you may be interested in writing. Okay, now I'll trace it over here so that you understand. It's something, it goes from the top down over there, and then you turn and you go back like this. Okay, so I'm writing on a computer, so I may be tilting a bit. So how do we write? This is th, and go down just like a bow, and you'll extend it like this. Okay, one more time, go down and extend, turn around and extend like this. So even if you're writing like this, just don't worry, it's a bow and extend its tail a bit. So that's how it is. So this is the sound th. Okay, so let's map sound. So this is the sound th. Okay, One more time, let me write this bo. So get used to it, po and tha. Okay, so I have written all of these, bo, po and tha. Okay, let's move to the next sound. The next sound is this. Okay, this sound and both of these sound, these are very much related. This sound is tha. Okay, this sound is a soft sound of this ta. It's not ta ta ta, it's ta ta ta. Okay, now it how can you correlate it? Okay, now in English we have got this sound. Okay, so we have got this sound the. Okay, this is the hard sound, and then like the, at, that, and then we have got a soft sound th, e, thin. Okay, so this is the, this is hard sound, and this is the soft sound. Okay, so over here this is ta, the hard sound, and this is the, not the ta 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 ta, it's the. Okay, so you have to get yourself used to it to actually pronounce this one. Okay, so what's the alphabetic code? Okay, so this is the, this is hard sound, this is soft, so I've changed the color so that whenever it comes over there, you should be knowing that I have to put a soft sound. So you have to get yourself a bit used to it. Why? Because these sounds, there is no corresponding sound which is similar to this ta, but this is soft sound of ta, tha, 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 ta, ta, ta. Okay, so I'll be writing half shapes one more time so that you get used to it. Ba, taking into the dots, pa, taking into the dots, and this is tha. Okay, and this is ta. Okay, so stopping halfway like this. Okay, now this is the last sound of the ba family. So let's take this man as the head of the family. This is the ba. So let's take it because they are all similar. So let's call it as a ba family. Okay, now we have got this. So I'll be writing the half shape like this. Okay, this is the half shape. And what's the alphabetical sound or phonic sound? English phonic, that's a s. So we call it s. Okay, so this is the alphabetical sound s. Okay, so this is ba, this is pa, this is ta, this is soft sound ta, and this is s with the 3 dots up. Okay, so 1 dot down, 3 dot down, and just like a ba. Okay, this is the ba over there, 2 dots up and 3 dots up, 2 down and 2 up. In between them there's a ba over there. So that's how you can recognize them. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we are done with all these consonants, the basic sound, and we have mapped them with the English phonic sound. So this is our first vowel. So let's try to tell you the sound of this vowel. Okay, now this is the vowel. It shapes more like a 1 or L. L hai na in English, l. So we have got a l sound like this one, l. Okay, l sound. So this is the phonetic code. The phonetic for this sound is a. Okay, this is the phonetic code a. Okay, why we say it as a a? More like dar. A. Okay, let's change this one. A. Okay, it's more like this one. A. Okay, so more like just like f, a, the, r. Okay, so this makes a sound over there. Okay, let me, okay, you can also correlate with the ba, o, l, ball, but we cannot use this. Why? This is a, it also makes a sound ba, at. Okay, so this is not a unique sound. Okay, so the best closest possible. Okay, let's remove this link from here, and okay, now what's the exact sound code? I have told you about this. This is a. Okay, so we have to stretch it a bit longer. A. Okay, it's more like some patient sitting on lying on a bed and making a sound like a. Okay, making a sound like so. What's the phonetic code for this? A. Okay, more like a 1 or like a l, long sound. L. We have got a this is l. So we say it as alphabetical L. So this is 1, more like a 1. Okay, Okay, so what's the phonetic sound of this this is the closest possible we can map from the English phonic sounds. That's the okay, so I have given you the explanation. If you ever forget, so you can go j, and you can remember it from the jaw. So you have to stretch it a bit longer, like okay, so in order for Urdu to pronounce this one. So we have mapped all the alphabetical sound, and these are the half shapes b, p, t and t. Okay, t, t and s. Okay, so we don't have any proper software, so that's why I have to write them. Please note that this alphabet of Urdu, it doesn't have a half shape. Okay, so that's why there's a half shape box empty. Okay, so it doesn't have a half shape. So how we'll be handling this one, but for the timing it's only important for you to note that it doesn't have a half shape. Okay, and what are the rules for its blending, we'll keep on discussing later in the lesson. For the timing it's not important to discuss this one. So before moving ahead, you need to pause. Maybe you need to pause over here, get yourself used to all these sound. Why? When we'll be blending them, then you should be aware of the full alphabets and the half alphabet along with their phonetic sound taken from the English phonics course. And now let's move on to these are my consonant and this is my vowel. So we'll be making CVC words. So I'll advise you to practice consonant, their full shapes, half shapes, and the vowel, it doesn't have a half shape, and their sounds. I've already given you the chart. So inshallah means God willing, in the next lesson we'll be doing CVC blends. Okay, that will be your first blending formal session. So we'll start blending Urdu and start reading. Until then, Allah Hafiz, goodbye. Hope to see you in the next video.